Okay, so today we're getting into something that I think is gonna hit home for a lot of people. The silent treatment.
Yeah, and not just silence as in someone needs space. We're talking about silence as a weapon. There's a huge difference.
We've got a caller on the line who's living through this right now. And honestly, when I read her note, I just wanted to give her a hug. Let's bring her in. Priya, welcome to the show. Thanks so much for calling in.
Hi. Oh my God, I'm a little nervous. Thanks for having me. I listen to you guys like every week.
Don't be nervous at all. This is just a conversation. So tell us what's going on.
Okay, um, I've been with my boyfriend for about 2 years now, and he's great in a lot of ways, honestly. But whenever we have any kind of disagreement, and I mean even small stuff, he just shuts down. Like he will literally not speak to me for days. And I'm not exaggerating. The last time it happened, it was 4 days. Over me saying I wished he'd told me he invited his friends over before I got home. That's it. That was the whole thing. And he just went cold. Wouldn't look at me, wouldn't answer my texts, slept on the couch. 4 days. And the worst part is, by the end of it, I'm the one apologizing. Every single time. I end up begging him to just talk to me, and then I feel like I'm the crazy one. It's like I don't even bring things up anymore because I know what's coming. I just swallow it. And I know that's not healthy. I know that. But it's like, what am I supposed to do? My friends keep telling me to leave, but honestly, it's not that simple. When things are good, they're really good. It's just this one thing that makes me feel like I'm losing my mind.
Priya, first of all, thank you for being so honest. That takes guts. Can I ask? When he finally does start talking again, does he ever acknowledge what happened?
No, that's the thing. He just acts like nothing happened. Like we'll be sitting there and he'll just start talking about what he wants for dinner, and I'm sitting there like, are we not going to talk about the fact that you ignored me for 4 days?
Priya, I want to ask you something, and I hope it doesn't come off the wrong way. Do you think it's possible he genuinely doesn't know how to process conflict? Like, could this be learned behavior from his family?
Yeah, actually, his parents are kind of like that too. His mum does the same thing to his dad. So I've thought about that. But like, at what point does understanding where it comes from stop being an excuse?
That is such an important question. Priya, sit tight for a minute. Morgan and I want to dig into this. We'll bring you back in a bit, okay?
Yeah, of course. Take your time.
So, Morgan, 4 days of silence over a completely reasonable comment. That's not needing space, that's punishment.
I hear you, and I mostly agree, but I do think we need to be careful about jumping straight to he's doing this on purpose to punish her. Some people genuinely shut down. It's a freeze response.
I get that, but here's where I push back. The result is the same. Whether he means to punish her or not, she's modifying her behavior. She's stopped bringing up her own needs. That's textbook emotional control.
You're right about the outcome, but the approach to fixing it changes depending on the cause. If it's a trauma response, that's a therapy conversation. If it's manipulation, that might be a deal-breaker conversation.
Fair, but here's what gets me. The part where he acts like nothing happened after. That's the red flag for me. Someone who's genuinely overwhelmed and shuts down usually feels bad about it after.
That's actually a really good point. The lack of repair is telling. Even if you need to withdraw, a healthy person comes back and says, "Hey, I'm sorry I went quiet. I was overwhelmed."
Exactly. The silence isn't the whole problem. It's the silence plus the refusal to acknowledge it, plus the fact that she ends up apologizing. That cycle is what's corrosive.
And she nailed it herself. She's stopped advocating for her own needs. That's the long-term damage. You train yourself to be small so the other person doesn't withdraw.
It breaks my heart, because she clearly loves this guy. She's not trying to villainize him.
No, and I respect that, but I think she needs to have one very direct conversation where she says, "When you go silent, this is what it does to me." Not accusatory, just honest, and then see what he does with that information.
See, I think she's probably already tried that, though. It sounds like she's been bending over backwards to communicate.
Maybe, but there's a difference between trying to get someone to talk during the silent treatment and having a calm, preemptive conversation when things are good.
That's true. Timing matters. You can't negotiate with someone who's already shut the door.
And honestly, if she has that conversation during a calm moment, lays it out clearly, and nothing changes, then she has her answer. You can't force someone to grow.
You really can't. And I think the thing people forget about the silent treatment is it works because the other person cares. It only has power if you're emotionally invested.
Which is exactly why it's so insidious. It exploits the thing that should be the foundation of the relationship, the fact that you care about each other.
All right, let's bring Priya back. Priya, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I've been listening, and honestly, I'm kind of tearing up a little.
So Priya, after everything we've said, what are you going to do?
I think Morgan is right that I need to have that conversation when things are good, like not during a fight. I need to tell him clearly, like, this is what this does to me and I can't keep living like this. And honestly, if he can't hear that, or if nothing changes after that, then I think I have my answer. I love him, but I can't keep shrinking myself. I just can't.
Priya, I am so proud of you for saying that out loud. That takes real strength. You deserve someone who meets you in the conversation, not someone who leaves you standing in it alone.
And remember, you're not asking for something unreasonable. You're asking for the bare minimum of a partnership, which is being willing to talk through hard things together.
Thank you, guys. Seriously, this helped more than you know.
Thank you for trusting us with your story. I think a lot of people listening just heard their own life in what you shared.
If anyone out there is swallowing their own needs to keep the peace, that's not peace. That's just quiet suffering, and you deserve better than that.